Okay, man, let's talk, Eric. This is exciting stuff. I think last time we talked, you were opening the coffee shop in Woodbridge, and now you have your very own whiskey, which is so cool. How did this happen? What gave you the idea? Like, how did this come to be, Eric?
I've been telling people, I may be sitting down, but I can't sit still. So I got my hands in a lot of things. But no, this started about a year and a half to 2 years ago when I reached out to my now business partner Brian Axelrod, who's been in the spirits business for 20 plus years. And I brought him the idea, like I want to get into the whiskey. And he was like, yeah, so does everyone else. But my story was a little bit different. Obviously, a lot of times people see someone in a wheelchair with a disability, they think that they can't enjoy alcohol and other things. And I'm like, that's totally not true. And I want to kind of end that stigma. And I wanted to create a brand of something that represents me, which I feel like whiskey is the perfect thing that represents me. You got to say, it takes patience, and it's just something that's tough, it's strong, and it's just something that you celebrate life to.
I love that. That's really cool. How did you know, how involved were you, Eric? Were you like, kind of tasting the product as you were kind of getting the business together? What was your involvement?
Yeah, so I actually learned, in the whiskey world, when the liquid comes, you got to grab it up pretty fast. So, Brian and I got hooked up with our distiller out in Bardstown, Kentucky, and they sent us over some product at 115 proof, and we tried it. I'm thinking, like, I'm about to try this. It's about to taste like rum and alcohol. It's
Yeah.
going to be terrible. I took a sip, and I'm like, "Wait, hold on, let me get a little bit more." Took another sample, and I'm like, "Whoa, this is good." He goes, "Yeah, we're going to proof it down to 88," and then they sent another sample back at proof down to 88. I'm like, "We got something special here. This is perfect."
You know what? It's funny. It feels to me like, we've seen like Conor McGregor. We've seen celebrities do really, really well with whiskey. Hopefully that happens for you as well, huh?
That's the goal. And Brian has worked very closely with Conor McGregor and his team on that project, and obviously they did very well. And I've known Brian now for 10 years, and I brought him this idea. He said this is a passion project because it's not only obviously we want to do all the business, but we have a purpose behind this. We want to also raise money for the Christopher and Dana Reed Foundation to help us find a cure for paralysis. So every case that we sell, $5.20 will go back to the foundation
Wow.
because 52 was my number. So we also want to raise awareness and raise funds so we can help find that cure for paralysis.
That's amazing, right? So you get yourself a good drink, but obviously also you're doing a lot of good. You know, this has got to be so inspiring for people, Eric, to watch you and um, to see what you went through, but how it's not stopped you, and how, like you said, you don't stop. You have so many different things that you're doing. You're helping so many people. I mean, do you realize just how inspiring you are to people?
And sometimes I like to take a moment to reflect back on, how far I've come or the journey. You read the messages from all the people. You go on social media, you see all the kind words, and it hits home and it makes me just realize, it just really reiterates what I'm doing is good for this world, and going out there and continue to show that yes, this may have happened to me, but I can still live my life to the fullest and inspire so many people that may not have the same platform that I have. So I just want to be able to show that people that are dealing with some sort of adversity in life, don't let that hold you back, and you surround yourself with good people, good things will happen to you.
Now, Eric, tell me, we actually have a connection. We have a mutual friend, and on Thursday at Batchbin and Barrel in New Brunswick, Karen Terranova, Maddie Terranova, you're having a big party, huh?
We are. So, they just launched obviously their new brand with Batch Bin and Barrel over there. This connects with Steakhouse 85, their
Yes.
restaurant, which I'm a very frequent client. I love to come by there and get a nice steak dinner. But we
Eric, I
want
worked at Steakhouse 85 very, very long time ago.
see, man, I love that place, man. Great people with Maddie and Karen. But yes, well, I want to make sure that we do stuff around New Brunswick, which is where Rutgers University is, and I wanted to make sure that I brought that product there, in the very beginning because that's home to me, and I want people, to help. Obviously, their business and them help us. We help each other out, and that's family to me. That's what we're all about. So I'm so happy to be doing events right there with them finally, instead of just going there to eat a steak dinner. Now we can celebrate with some whiskey.
Right, goes perfectly with the steaks. How can people get their hands on a bottle, Eric? Is there a way online? Do you have to go to a liquor shop? What do you do? How do you get it?
So we just launched through the state of New Jersey with our distributor Allied Beverage Group. So they will be distributing through the state. We're getting all the liquor stores and the bars to start to take this in now, this product, and be able to be a part of our mission. But you can visit our online store, ericlegrandwhiskey.com. That ships to obviously all the states that allow it throughout the country. So we're not holding anybody back. We want to make sure that everyone's raising that glass and toasting to some Eric LeGrand bourbon.